Hey squaddies, and welcome to Thriving with the Sussexes. My name is Deanna, and I'm here to report on all things Sussex. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now let's get on with it. Hey squaddies, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Whenever you're listening, hello. The news of Prince Harry being told by officials that he can wear his uniform for the 15-minute visual for his grandmother Queen Elizabeth at Westminster Hall on Saturday was reported on the Mirror. The news comes after the welfare royals got dragged from the north, south, east, and west ends of the world for making such an ignorant decision that was clearly another act of punishing Harry, just because he left that toxic establishment. Yes, he chose his wife and son, as well as their mental health and safety over living a life of hell. Naturally, your family would applaud you for walking away from a toxic relationship, right? Not the welfare royals. Yes, he chose his wife and son, as well as their mental health and safety over living in a life of hell. Naturally, your family would applaud you for walking away from a toxic relationship. Not the welfare royals. And then they gave Harry's uncle, Sweaty Andy, the perv who allegedly SA a child, full approval to wear his uniform for Friday's visual. That's for the children of Elizabeth. Yet, they banned the twice war veteran who did 2 tours on the front lines in Afghanistan, seeing action as a gunner in an Apache helicopter. And after retiring from his military career, he continued his involvement with fellow veterans when he founded the Invictus Games back in 2014, an international multi-sport event for wounded, injured, and sick servicemen and women, both serving and veterans. Harry clearly outranks all of those cosplay soldiers, and I mean all of them. But the firm got involved with that, and well, that's another story for another day. Right now, we're talking about Prince Harry's so-called humiliation ritual by the welfare royals. And it made them look like fools because it only made Harry stand out to the public. The world saw him and not them. In my honest opinion, that family needs Harry. He's the most influential royal and is the one who can carry them into the next generation. Not Tampon Charlie Horse, not Willie Woodpecker, not Sticks and Bones, not the Rottweiler, and definitely not the Sweating Monster. And nope, I didn't forget about Ford Fiesta and Edwina, aka the Invisibles. My sister had no idea that Edwina even existed. I think that's how most people feel. They're like, oh, Queen Elizabeth had the 4th child? I was today years old when I found that out. This U-turn is all Charles. He wants to be popular, just like his son Harry. He wants to show people that he will be a different king, a different leader than the rest. Only time will tell regarding that, but I highly doubt that he will ever be on a level as his mother or his youngest son. Because at the end of the day, the firm gets the final say. And people remember Princess Diana and Charles's terrible mistreatment of her. People also look at Meghan, and they're doing the comparisons. The world is watching, as everyone is pretty much saying right now. Young and old know of Diana and her influence to the world, even today, as well as Harry and Meghan. And the haters hate it. But Harry, good King Harry, as his mother Diana used to refer him as, will be alright. He has his family, Meghan, by his side. He also knows his worth. His response to being banned from wearing his uniform pretty much says it all. His decade of military service is not determined by the uniform he wears. I believe that quote, along with the public backlash, showed the welfare royals that once again, Harry isn't to be messed with. The world is watching, and the welfare royals are definitely certain that's the case. They can no longer use the BS excuses saying, oh, this is just how it is, this is the tradition, because that stuff is outdated. They want to seem modern to the world, yet they also want to use their old, outdated rules to keep Harry in his place. And no. It doesn't work that way. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. And your rules are utter BS. You can't prevent Harry from wearing his uniform, yet you have someone who allegedly SA someone wear theirs. It's a bad look. So, yeah, if Charles wants his reign to be a success, he has a lot of cleaning up to do. But like I said, I highly doubt that he will change much. I'm sorry. He doesn't have it in him. And I don't think he's a good father. He's a lousy father to me. Yeah, he looked somewhat pretty decent in front of the cameras, and I watched a lot of the old videos of him with the boys after losing their mother and everything, and I'm not convinced. It just looks fake. And then I see him with Harry, and it just looks fake. It's just phony. It's all about him looking good in front of the cameras, and I absolutely hate how he walks. He walks with his arms behind his back as if he's like I just hate that walk. He walks as if he's trying to make, I guess he's trying to make himself seem like he's this big authoritarian guy, Mr. Big Shot, Mr. I'm a leader. Hey, I'm Mr. King. Hey, I'm Mr. Big Tough Man here. Or I'm this distinguished leader. I'm the most notable man in the world. I'm intimate or imminent. You know what I'm talking about. But in reality, he looks like this big overgrown man baby playing cosplay, pretending he's a king. That's what he looks like to me. It's all in his head. I just can't take him seriously. I can't, like, the vibes, everything, like, he is incapable of leading. I'm sorry. And to me, behind the scenes, all the weirdos out there, the weird, like, some of those royal weirdos are saying Harry should come back to the fold, and as if Harry is begging these people, can he come back? Yeah. Let's get back to the real world, okay? Last time I checked, Harry was the one who left them, not the other way around. So if anything is the case, is them begging Harry to stay. They're begging Harry to come back with them because they need him. They need Harry. But yeah, Harry, he's the only British blood royal to be able to accomplish and achieve success in the United States. Now, I mean, I don't know much about Queen Elizabeth, regarding the United States. I don't know if she was popular in America like that, but I'm just going by what I know now. And Harry, he has it. He was able to accomplish what the others weren't able to, even Elizabeth. Now, this has nothing to do with the royals, but it's somewhat similar to the situation. I remember watching an interview from an artist. I forgot which artist it was, but they were really successful in their country. In the UK, they were successful in Europe in general, but they wanted to be successful in America because that was a totally different market. That was the biggest market, and they wanted to just conquer that. And that's who they were aiming at, because, like, naturally, of course, I'm in Europe, it's a different country, of course they're gonna love me. But America is a different stage. Wealthy royals they're eyeing United States, and I don't think I'm giving the United States all this credit, but realistically, like, they tried and failed, over the years. And Prince Harry, Him and Meghan, they left that establishment and then they moved to Canada. They were trying to move there, I guess, but of course the security issues, and I don't want to even get to that because I'm going to be probably rambling on about that, and it's going to be like a rant. So we're going to stick with America. They went to Canada and moved to Montecito, and just living their best lives and thriving as they should, and just while also being influential, and they're making their own money. They're actually out there working, and they're influential. I mean, come on, darling. They were part of the 100 most influential for Time magazine. So, I mean, they've seen it. They want to be a part of that too. They want that as well. So they're begging Harry. I could picture Charles right now, or at some point of telling Harry. I don't really know how he really talks, like, I mean, I've seen him complaining and whining in that video about the ink pen and everything. So I want to do a little impression of it. Come on, Harry. We need you, Harry. We need you to stay here in the fold. And then Prince Harry's response is, no. And then Charles, just all of a sudden just throws a hissy fit. He's stomping his feet on the floor and, banging against the walls and, oh no. Oh, goddamn boy. What more do you want? Do you want me to give the children their titles? Do you want that? I'll give them their titles. I'll make that announcement. Just say that you will stay with us. Just at least come visit us once a month. Of course, without Meghan and the children. We will be doing a lot of man talk after all. Or perhaps a Zoom call. Something. And Harry's like, Paul, really? Is that the only reason that you called me here? And Charles is like, damn it, Harry. Are you gonna bloody come here, stay with us or not? And then Harry's like, not. And then Charles grabs one of his pens that he constantly complains about. And the ink is leaking on his hand. And then he goes, oh, bloody pen. And then he throws it across the room. And it lands beside Harry's feet. And Harry knows his father more than anybody. He knows he's about to throw a little tantrum, so he goes and excuses himself. Harry goes and excuses himself and leaves the room, while Charles is in his little office crying. Damn it, bloody boy, get back in here. Insane. So anyway, that's how I picture, their little exchanges, Charles pretty much asks Harry to come and visit him, and every day he asks him, can he come back to the fold, and Harry just says no. And he throws his little tantrums every day. No, nothing new here. This is every day, whatever. Now on to lighthearted news, and it involves Prince Harry's granddad. Well, the actor who plays his granddad on the first 2 seasons of The Crown. Actor Matt Smith had the privilege of meeting Prince Harry at a polo match back in 2017. According to the article by Lindsay Lowe, Matt Smith shared that Prince Harry had the perfect reaction to his portrayal of his grandfather, Prince Philip, in The Crown. Smith played Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, in the first 2 seasons of the hit Netflix drama, and the actor met Harry once at a polo match. He said the prince didn't miss a beat. He walked up to me and he went, Grandad, Smith recalled on Thursday during a visit to Today. I can't claim to know if he watches The Crown currently, but he watched a bit of it then, he added. The article went on about Matt and his encounters with Charles and learning that Elizabeth watched the show every week on a movie projector, and that her husband Philip, who he plays, does or doesn't watch the show. I don't know. Anyway, Prince Harry was hilarious. That's all I'm going to say regarding that article. Oh God, that sounds like something he would do too. Now on to Meghan being one of the honorees for the variety Power of Women. Fellow honorees includes Hillary Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, Oprah Winfrey, Ava DuVernay, Malala, and Elizabeth Olsen. As mentioned, Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, was chosen as one of this year's stellar honorees. The Duchess's cover will be postponed at a later date out of the respect for the recent passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Similarly, she will not attend the Power of Women event in Los Angeles later this month. Variety is pleased to announce the honorees for its upcoming Power of Women issue and the event on Wednesday, September 28th. The event, in partnership with Lifetime, celebrates the Power of Women honorees, who will appear on the cover of the issue, as well as the women profiled in the publication's annual Women's Impact Report, which highlights the top women working in entertainment. Congratulations to all the honorees, including our girl, Princess Meghan, Brava, who continues to influence the world alongside her husband, Prince Harry. I've included all the sources of the articles as well as the songs included in this podcast in the description box. And I hope that your weekend is filled with blue skies, sunshines with positive vibes. I'd like to thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell. My name is Deanna, and you are watching Thriving with the Sussexes. Talk to you soon.